Hi students. So in Excel, I just wanted to show you a few advanced things to know, just staying ahead of things in terms of Excel. This is not in the syllabus for level 2, 3 or 4. However, I found it very useful in working when I work with Excel. So these are really nice things to know. So the first one is renaming of sheets and adding sheets. And you'll notice that I've created different sheets within one spreadsheet. Okay. And you'll notice that you can create multiple sheets and you can rename them. So how do you rename them? For example, if I were in sheet 6, I just double click in it and I can change it to, for example, perhaps I'd like to call it my timetable. Okay, so I'll type in timetable and there you have it. Okay, and then if you wanted more sheets, you basically just click on the sheet. Okay, so that was really nice to know. And then the next thing that I wanted to show you was copy and paste. Okay, so if you wanted information, the same information that you have over here, but you wanted it in this cell or in multiple cells, all you do is you'll highlight that cell. So merely clicking on it implies that you're highlighting it. And all you'll do is you'll click on copy on your home ribbon. Okay, so currently I'm on the home ribbon. I'll click on copy and I'll click it in G2, for example, and I'll say paste. And there it will paste the information. Okay, so there we've done copy and paste. You'll notice these little, almost like disco lights that are flashing right around the cell. Okay, if I want to get rid of these, all I have to do is press on the escape button on the keyboard and there it disappears. Okay, if for example I'm going to undo this now, you know, our favorite key, and so what I've shown you now is renaming, copy and paste, and then cut and paste. So basically if we wanted to cut information, we could also just highlight on the information that we'd like to cut, and we're under the home ribbon, we're going to click, it's almost like it has a scissor next to cut. So it will literally cut the information, take it out of that section, and for example, if I want to type, make sure that it pastes it in cell I2, I'll click in I2. You'll notice I am in that cell I2, and all I'll do is I'll say paste, and there it's cut the information, literally cut it and placed it in that cell. If obviously it's not gone over those cells, you'll notice that all the information is in I2. If I click on J2, there's nothing there. So just so that you understand that all the information is in I2. So what do we have to do here is merely increase the column size, and there you have your entire the information in cell I2. Okay, so I'm going to undo that as well. And then what I'm going to do is, so we've shown you how to cut and paste. And the last, well, not the last thing, but in terms of Format Painter, I love using Format Painter. And I thought I'd just illustrate how we use that. So say, for example, I've got this sentence over here, right? And I want to apply the font size, the underlining, and the bolding of this, or at least this, the format of these words, and I want to apply the same to this sentence over here. So what I'm going to do is, if I click on freezing panes, you'll notice it says bold, it's italics, I can see it's underlined, it's double underlined, if you'll notice over there, and then it says double, but it's underlined. And what happens is I want it to, its size is 14, it's on Calibri, and you'll notice if I click here, it's Calibri 11. It's not bold, it's not underlined or italics. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to click on that format, and I want it to apply Format Painter. A little brush appears. Do you see the brush? And I'll merely click on that text, and there it immediately changes it, the format, to that format that Freezing Paints was in. Okay, so that's Format Painter. That's a really nice one to know. And then the second last one is wrap text. So wrap text, how do we wrap the text? So basically, if we want all the information to be in A11, all we have to do is click on that information. All the information is in A11 as I illustrated to you here, because as soon as I click on B11, there's nothing there. However, I want to almost like squeeze the information so that it actually appears only up until that section. So what I do is I click on it, it's highlighted the entire cell, and all I do is under Home, there you've got your wrap text. So when you wrap your text, what you should remember is that you need to either increase your row height or your column width to make sure that the information fits in that cell. Okay, so the one thing to remember is that if you do wrap text, you click on that cell that you're wrapping the text, you've highlighted all the information, and all you do is you click on wrap text under Home, wrap text. And the two rules you must remember is that you must increase your row height and your column width so that you can see all your information. Okay, so that's wrap text. And lastly, I wanted to show you how we freeze paints. So what happens is sometimes you have a huge spreadsheet with loads of information. However, you always want to constantly see your headings on the top. So the way in which we do that is we click on, so you'll notice as soon as I scroll down, the headings also disappear. But however, if I have a large amount of data and I'd like for the heading to remain, all I have to do is click on the second row, and I'll go into View. And when I click on the View tab, I'll go and click under Freeze Paints. When I click on Freeze Paints, there are various ways to freeze. I just wanted to show you, it says here Freeze Paints, and then it says Keep Rows and Columns Visible. Okay, and then there's a way to freeze just the top row and freeze the first column as well. Okay, so to freeze the row and columns, keep rows and columns visible while the rest of the worksheet scrolls based on current selection, you need to make sure that your cursor's on that line. I just want to show you, because it's a very small example. All you'll do is you'll click on Freeze Paints. Let's click on Freeze Paints, and when we scroll down, you'll notice that the heading remains, and I can see all the other information if I had other data. Okay, it's just a really handy one to know. Thank you, everyone. I hope you enjoyed it and you've learned something with this video.